Many are sleeping peacefully. Some sleeping peacefully on very broken beds. It is the night of the chaos. We're picking up right where we left off in this chaotic base of ground of aces. I hope you're having a sweet day today. So if you didn't see the end of the last video, we got bombed. This building got basically dive bombed. The plane came basically straight down into the tent. But nobody was in here when it happened. I also have something very strange. I'm hoping they address this or fix this at some point, but I cannot play the air raid siren for you. It's very weird. I uploaded it 3 different times, that last video, trying to get that air raid into the video. And every single time I do, the siren is copyrighted and it is flagging it and it is giving all of my ad revenue to whoever made that siren. So it's like, well, I guess we're not going to have a siren in my videos, even though we're in streamer mode to try to prevent that stuff. So hopefully they work this out. I have to reiterate this because it seems like some in the comments don't quite get this. And I understand. I get it. This build is an alpha. It is pre-early access. This is not the build that you would be playing on the release date for its early access, which I'm happy to announce after they've already announced it anyway. It's July 10th. So if you'd like to get your hands on this, it's July 10th. And these kinds of things get worked out, okay? Don't say, hey, this is the state of the game. That's not how it's working, okay? Ground of Aces is coming July 10th. That's the early access, and that's when you can, maybe judge it just a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and destroy all of this stuff. As if it's not already destroyed. We're just going to destroy it all, and probably need to open that up. We now have 2 potential missions. We have a medium bomber interception in 4 hours and a behind enemy lines drop in 4 hours. So this one's considered very dangerous, and this one's also considered very dangerous. Fun! This one takes a lot of fuel. This one takes a lot less fuel. Let's do this one here. So we're gonna say the Spitfire can just do this. 76%. I can also send. Let's send Malcolm on this for a 98% chance of victory. You guys are good here. I mean, yes, you can lose the vessel, but 98%, guys, come on. You can do this. And then this one here, also considered quite dangerous. We'll send the Bristol Blenheim, as some people have pointed out. I'm saying it wrong. Fine. I'm not English, okay? I don't speak freaky deaky Dutch, okay? I know it's a movie quote. Relax, chat. Relax. It's a movie quote. I do that all the time. So these ones technically can make it. They have 125 liters of fuel. So far, I haven't noticed any missions where there's some random event that takes extra time or extra fuel or anything like that. I haven't noticed that being a thing in the game yet. So these guys can make it. But it's still only a 60% chance on a very dangerous mission that uses a lot of fuel. And I feel like if I'm going to do that, I probably could I'm only adding 8% chance of victory. Well, I guess this one's a little better, isn't it? Yeah, but it's still not much. Adding more planes isn't really doing much on this one. I think I will go ahead and forego this mission so that we can... maybe get some stuff going on in here. Let's get all this stuff working out here. Now, we've been talking about this in the comments a lot, okay? I got all sorts of different feedback on this. It's not universal or agreed upon at all. And I understand, 99% of you are dealing with the demo version to come up with your answers, not this version. And of course, none of us are playing the early access version, so I don't know how it'll work. Here's what I've gotten from all of you. I've collected all the feedback, and I'm going to give you a summary of what everyone's saying. Okay? Ready? Okay. It's probably the spotlight. But also, some people have this working without the spotlight. I need a spotlight in order for them to see things at night. But also, it shoots things at night without it. It should work without the spotlight. but I have to have one in order for it to shoot. You see what I'm saying here? There's not consensus on this. And it's not that obvious. When I go over to the deliveries from HQ, which I need 5 missions and 60%. Yeah, I'm almost there. When I go to HQ and go to large, okay, spotlight, there's literally no flavor text on any of this stuff. How am I supposed to know what a spotlight is supposed to do, right? It takes up 2 slots. That's great. I'll go ahead and get one, and we'll see. We're going to test it out. We're going to see. Some of you have said, well, maybe I should move this thing. If you move it somewhere else, it'll work. Okay. let's try that. So we'll try to move it. Except crap. It's not working. I can't move it. It doesn't seem like it's going to let me move it. I can double click it, but how do I move it? Maybe I can't move it while people are assigned to it. Here, let's unassign people. Now maybe we can move it. Nope, can't move it. Well, darn. You see what I'm saying? Things are not super obvious in the game yet. There's not a lot of flavor text. There's not a lot for tutorials. There's not a lot of text on the screen that can show up that can connect the dots to this stuff. It might seem obvious that a gigantic gun requires a big old spotlight to look at planes, right? So that the gun can shoot them. The second bit I wanted to point out here, because it's apparently, again, contingent. It's like, it's a thing. Like, okay, do we even know? Ammunition is not implemented yet in this version of the game. I don't need the HE rounds. There's actually no indication that it's out of ammunition. There's also no text that tells me like what gun ammo is for. Is this for the planes? Is like, do these things need gun ammo in order to shoot? Right? Because it doesn't look like it's implemented yet, which means making ammo is not going to use any ammo. Right? So there's a lot of stuff that's not done yet, is what I'm saying. This is it's before early access. It's before you get the game. And that's one of the risks of showing this stuff too. Why are they not doing this, by the way? Can we have this done, please? Hello? Hello? Hello, people? Hi, you're just sitting here waiting, crew member. Can you, like, go ahead and do this? All available projects assigned. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe you. Like, I get that it's leisure time, but you guys did nothing on this. I feel like this should be a higher priority than you guys are giving it right now. I guess all of you are just not told to do any general labor stuff. Pilots, you're going to do it for me, okay? Pilots, general labor stuff is back on the menu for you. I was assuming that you would just do this, but, you know, maybe not. I have 12 victory points now. So you'd think with 12 victory points, I'd probably want to buy a plane with it. I do have this parking spot here, which is great. And the Bristol Blenheim here, it needs to go to that spot. So I'm not sure how this works if I want to buy a big plane. If I want to buy a big plane, if I got, let's say I want this one, right? It needs a tier 4 runway anyway. But I really do want this one. So let's see. If I want to make this one tier 4, I was told that you guys said I need to click the arrows. Ah, very nice. See, again, not very clear, but I'm glad that's there, okay? That's great. So extend it to this length, okay? And then we want to extend it width too. Now, I can't extend the width because of this. So I need this to be moved. So we're going to go small parking. And the other thing that you guys told me I should try out, because of this I can't build anything here, right? Is, can you build anything else there? Try building something else there. Okay, we'll build a tarp floor. Okay, that's probably not a good example because it's still a floor. We'll build some walls. Look, I can build all of this. It doesn't like say no. I can do anything I want here. Okay, I can do whatever. And then delete it, maybe. Maybe I do this and then delete it. Let's try it. We'll say that we build... where's a spot that it's absolutely not allowed? Okay, this is not allowed here. Don't know why. It just isn't. Okay, so given that construction is blocked right there, here's what we'll do. I'm going to build something really cheap. I want something really, really inexpensive. How about... Wow. Flagpole floor. We have rugs? When did we get rugs? Apparently, I have not investigated this menu nearly enough. Here's a flagpole on the wall. Yes, please. Right there. That seems good. I wanted something really dartboard, which I need a wall in order to do. Okay, you know what? Basic stuff is just a tarp wall, I guess. So we'll build a tarp wall here, tarp wall here, tarp wall here, tarp wall here. We'll just build things in this area, and then we'll tear them down, and we'll see if it does anything. Okay. Some other people, I'm going through comments because I want to respond to you guys. I do. I want to be interactive if I can be. Some people said that they just put tarps over the planes. And, like, that's a great idea. I don't know. I just never thought of that. But, yeah, I guess if it works. And it didn't work before for me because I was trying to use walls. So I never did this. I never did, like, the post with just the roof, right? I was building, like, full-on houses and stuff. And I think that's why it wasn't working for me. Because, like, you can't let the plane through that. But, anyway. Just putting tarps over it seems good, man. They're apparently just not going to do this. Like, they're just not going to destroy this. There's nothing to build. There's nothing pending construction. All the construction people should be doing construction stuff, and they've just decided they're going to not do this. Can we... I mean, I guess I can't just hit cancel? Can I cancel all of it? Cancel's on. I canceled it all, I think. They just won't do this. So they're going to sleep on broken crap again. It doesn't tell me that these guys are particularly unhappy. They're literally laying on the broken bed. And it does tell me that I don't have enough beds. I'm down only 3 beds. So, I mean, I guess there's 3 people without a place to sleep. They still have not built this one. So this one's clearly bugged too. This one I have had this bed pending construction since before this roof was done. And they just don't do it. And the weird part about that, the weird part about that, and this floor too, is that the resources have already been delivered for it. At least they should have been, because the bed was broken down to be moved. This was not a build bed action. This was a move bed action. And they won't do it. So that's very weird. They just attacked me last night. They wouldn't come back and do it right away, would they? I don't think they would. So we have 4... We've successfully done 5 missions. Well, we've attempted 5 missions. And we've only failed 1 so far. So far, we're in great shape. I assume we're going to be able to achieve victory for this. Integrity 49. Why are you guys... What are you doing? They just need repaired. I mean, yeah. People should be doing that. We have the repair parts, do we not? 30 of them. We have 50 gun ammo, 40 anti-air ammo, and supposedly it's not implemented. So it doesn't matter. Okay. Dangerous recon missions. We're looking at... I want to send the Bristol here, Blenheim. And it's not going to be doing very well. I'm going to wait, though, until they're done sleeping, because I'm better at this game now. Just a little bit better at this game now. I'm going to send the Bristol Blenheim so that I can get it out of that parking spot. And hope that it goes to the medium one. I don't know that it will, but I'm hoping that it does. And it's an observation mission, so why don't we send Duncan out there? That'll be a 100% chance of success on that. So we'll send you guys out there. That's a crew of 3 for an observation mission. We're sending 4 pilots out there, but the hope was to get it off this parking spot. And then I'm hoping that it goes ahead and decides to park here instead, because that medium spot is available. Whether it not, I don't know whether it reports to the same parking spot it had, or it goes to the nearest available spot that's the appropriate size for it. I'm hoping that that's what it does. It's also choosing to take off on this tier 2 runway, which I find hilarious, that the small plane has the big runway and the big plane has the small runway. But that's the way it is. That's the way she's going. I really want a follow mode for the camera. I want to just have the camera follow this plane. All right, it's gone. Is today the day that you guys decide to, clean up this mess? Let's find out. Let's say it's now work day. So let me just try this. If I go cancel, I want to cancel everything that's happening in here. Okay, now I want you to destroy all of this. Destroy that whole thing. Go. Okay, they're destroying things. I want you to also, if there's anything to harvest in here, perhaps you could do that too. I don't know if you could do that, but if there is, just go ahead and harvest it. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have enough beds now, so I'm going to have to rebuild all of this for the beds, which was expected anyway. I just was hoping that they would do it, you know, yesterday instead of now. Do I have to mark these for harvest? No, they got to be auto. I've never clicked these before. They just have the harvest logo on them. It makes me think I have to, but I don't think so. Yeah, we're just going to break everything down here. Okay. And the resources for breaking them down should be, you know, oh, they had to break the roof too. Of course they did. Because of course they did. So the roof above this is gone now too. Anyway, we're successful in the mission. That gets us where we need to be here. So what I want to do is we're going to put this spotlight in the truck. All right, spotlight's going to go here. So that gives us 300 metal and the 2 spotlights. I'm going to amend that actually. And we're also going to have the anti-air gun. Okay, I'm going to get another gun. All right, another gun and the spotlight this time. Whether I need 1 spotlight per gun, I don't know, but we're going to do it. See, there's the flag. It's got the wrong design on it, but all right, it's fine. No problem. It's not the wrong design for the game's theme, no. Yeah, all right, so they're taking their sweet time with this. Let me switch the crew to... I want to have people focusing a little bit more on the building stuff. I'm hoping that building is also, like, breaking it down. I'm hoping that's a thing. Yeah, let's do something like this. And we'll let one of the pilots be a cook. Malcolm can be a cook as well. You can cook while you're not near. So everybody should be building here. This is taking a while, isn't it? Look at this go. Wow. And all this material that's down there too. Hey, Thomas, I know you're harvesting, but never mind. Large troop transports. This has 12 hours left to do this. But if I send... Oh, the Bristol. What did it do? It went back to this spot. Ugh. So, in other words, it doesn't go to the nearest available spot that's appropriate for it. It's almost like it gets assigned to this spot. So, in order to get this over here, I need to buy a plane that fits here while this is away. Yeah, and I also didn't get any victory points because I did the mission without spending. So there's a cap on that. You have to spend it. Okay. Well, what other plane can I afford that takes... this is great and all, but I mean, it takes 8 points, but it's still only a small spot. I'm trying to get rid of that already. Maybe I can destroy this plane. Can I destroy that plane? Or destroy one of these planes? Can I just take the plane out? Like if I say, "Hey, plane, go away." What does that do? Does it destroy the... It's already destroying the parking spot, not the plane. No, I want to destroy the plane. I don't think there's a way to do that other than sending it on a suicide mission, and then I lose the pilot. So that's another thing. Like, I want to be able to get rid of the plane. Oh, right here. Yeah. Okay, so unassign the pilot, if that's possible. Maybe I hit this button anyway. Hold on. If I hit this, including all crew, I don't want that. I want the pilot to not be here. I want to get rid of... How do I unassign this guy? Who is he? Can't see his name. Got to match it to the picture. Is it you, Thomas? It looks like Thomas. I think it's Thomas. Okay, so if I take Thomas Kavanaugh here, is there any way that I can take Thomas Kavanaugh off of that plane? Thomas... no. Where is he? Yeah, right here. So I want to take him off the plane, but I don't think that's going to do it. This is just plane maintenance. That doesn't actually take him off of the plane. So I don't think there's a way for me to take this plane out and keep Thomas at the same time. because I can't drag anything to it. The only way I can get Thomas off of this is by dragging a different pilot to it. Ooh. Now there's an idea. There's an idea. We can take, let's say this top plane here. This is Malcolm. We can take Thomas to replace Malcolm. Is that possible? Can I can't drag him? Come on. Yeah, right there. Drag Thomas onto Malcolm. Now Thomas is on this plane. And his plane has no pilot. And I can't delete it now. Of course. Okay. It was worth a try. It was I think that was a fair attempt to have that happen. All right. So I can't get rid of any of these planes and keep the pilot unless somebody comes in and air raids me and destroys the planes. Then I get to keep the pilot. Well, I want a better plane. Am I able to see any stats about the pilots to determine which pilot is the least experienced so that I can get rid of that pilot? I think I have to just like click one. And there's not really any stats for that. This is an officer cadet. I guess there's that. Neil Bates is an officer cadet. And Thomas is officer cadet. I mean, I think they're all the same, aren't they? Officer cadet. Officer. I mean, they're all the same rank. So it basically doesn't matter is what I'm getting at here. It just looks like it does not matter. Oh, they're all doing this. Oh, that's why. Yeah. That's why they're not doing this, because they're all focused on this. Boy, would I like to, just stop this job. Just pause this job. That's a very long, that's going to take forever. I would love to pause that job, have the ability to just say, don't do that anymore, but also keep the resources. If I say remove, that's bad. If I convert the runway back to concrete or just leave it as dirt or sand or whatever, they'll probably get rid of what they've already spent. And what they're spending is very expensive. So like, I kind of don't want to have them stop doing that. Okay. I don't want to send another mission and then have no victory points from it. Okay. That's what I'm trying to avoid here. And I'd love to get a plane that takes at least a medium spot so that, we're using that spot, but also the small spots, right? Like I can replace it. So if I get another one of these, then that will go to this one, but I'm still left with, like, I'm going to have to build another medium one in order to get a large plane now. I'd rather just replace one of these. So Thomas, I think we say Thomas is going to get replaced here. Crew, no. Oh my gosh. Where is it? I've like lost my footing here now. Right here. Okay. So I want to go and just say Thomas is gone now. The plane has been decommissioned. Thomas is going to leave on this plane. At some point. He may or may not be leaving on this plane. We really can't tell. He's been told to do this, but I mean, I don't know that he will. Meanwhile, they got basically nothing done here. That's crazy. So they're focusing entirely on this. I'd have to remove this as a job. If I say remove, though, I'm going to have to put the runway in exactly the same spot, and maybe it'll be all right. If I say remove. Okay. Now, as long as I put the runway in exactly the same spot, and I say I want it steel tarmac, this is still steel tarmac. So, like, it's still going to... It's not going to be a waste of their work, I don't think. I would love to wake one of them up right now. I'd love to have my pilot leave. I'd love to have that happen too, but that's not happening. I just said I wanted to decommission it, and it's just like ignoring me. It says he's on a mission now, but he's not because he didn't leave. So I can't get more victory points unless he leaves. I mean, I can get the faster plane. It's just it's going to be here. And Okay. Well, I want to try it because this is a better plane. This is 20 to 40 combat strength versus 10 to 20. It's significantly better. It's just that it's going to take up that medium spot. Uncovered. Which, I mean, to be fair, it would have been uncovered over here too, but I want it to... I mean, it might go here. That'd be nice if it went here. This is a small spot, so, I mean, it should just claim this one, right? Let's try that. Let's see what it does. We're going to claim this plane. It's going to bring in a new pilot. And then we need to send somebody on this mission, so it's got to happen. We're going to send the Bristol Boundheim again. Why not? Blenheim, fine. So I can get rid of it. And then I'm going to queue up the other the other parking space. I'm going to queue it up for demolition when this plane returns. And I'm hoping that will get it to move to the other spot, is what I'm hoping. Okay. In the meantime, 32 to 40 is required here. Yikes. Duncan and Malcolm can both go. That's 85%. We need to send one more just to give this... I'd love to send the plane that's on its way right now, but we'll send Neil. 97% chance to succeed. Go. In the middle of the night. Wake up and do it. Okay. So the big plane is going to leave now. And before it comes back, we're going to queue this up for demo. We're not going to let them demo it, right? We're just going to queue it up to demo and then cancel, hoping that the plane decides, well, that one's getting demoed, so I'm going to go here. That's what I'm hoping happens here. Otherwise, I have no idea how to do it. Also, none of the other planes are leaving. Why are none of the other planes leaving? What is going on here? You're gonna leave your dude hanging. He's gonna be all by himself now. Rainy recon mission. Yeah. I mean, it says they're not in the list, so it's kind of like they left, right? 100% success chance for Brian Turner. Go. I think they're leaving, but they're not leaving. Like, it says takeoff in progress, but they're not leaving. I think they're all just super bugged right now. That's crazy. Oh boy. Yeah, because all these planes, mind you, can take off on this too. This is a tier 2 runway. They can totally use this. They don't need the tier 3. It doesn't matter that I'm under construction here. It doesn't matter that this is happening. None of that matters. They can use this runway. I just think maybe their parking spaces are so hard-coded to this one that it's not going to allow it to leave right now. I don't know what's happening here. It's kind of the bad part about sharing games super early, and it's why I'm very careful about which games I share usually. I'm usually very careful about that. Like, I'll test something out, and if I see it's got like a really good potential to it, but it's a little bit buggy, then I'll sometimes decide not to. You know, I'll be like, I'll wait on this. But you'll notice, like, both of these are saying takeoff in progress now. They're both selected, but the planes aren't leaving. And yet the mission isn't failing either. So what's happening here? I'm technically successful. You know, I'm going to get the shipment right now. And I've told them to lift off and do it, but they haven't. And so I'm wondering, because these are the last 2 missions that I'm going to receive, I have 5 completions with a 60% success rate. If these don't, I got 2 days, right? If these are bugged, but they're left as pending this whole time, do I still get the shipment? You know, like it's successful. It worked. I don't know. Do I still get the shipment? I don't know. Let's make sure we at least have some people assigned to this gun. So there we go. We do have 3 people assigned to the gun at least. I still cannot clear this. We have a lot of people not sleeping on beds. Base morale is going to start dropping here pretty soon, I would think. But as long as I give them a full night's sleep in the dirt, you know, it's not a big deal. We've gone camping before. Don't be a wuss. All right? You're in the Army now. This ain't no Girl Scouts. Or whatever it is that, you know, drill sergeants say. I have no idea. Yeah, but also the problem is, like, these planes are gone. And I'm wondering if new missions can even spawn now at this point. Right? Because this mission, this is the old mission, not the new one, right? My mission was sent over a day ago, and I can't click these to get new info on them either. So I'm pretty sure it's all bugged out now. If I destroy all of this, can I make my parking space now? So we'll tear that down, which they never really built it anyway. Well, I guess they built, yeah, they did build the tarps, didn't they? Yeah. It was a template ghost or whatever because it was pending deconstruction. But see, still can't build this in here. Small one, still can't build there. I can build other things, but I can't build this. And I just don't know. You know, this was supposed to be where this was going to be built, but I can't. You know, it just won't work. It lets me do it here though, which is kind of interesting because some people said it was the posts that were blocking it. But like, this is way away from the post. But if I go closer to the posts, it says, yeah, sure, you can build there. Like, what? Why? Why? Don't know. Not a lot of explanation on that. It's just, there's just things that are bugged out. And I don't want to share a buggy game, is what I'm saying. Like, I wanted to play something fun. And this is fun. It is. It's a fun game. It just needs some work. And I think at this point, I've broken it. Because the planes won't leave now. If you try to get rid of a plane, you break the whole thing. Now everyone's on a mission except you, but I can't get rid of you because your pilot's on a mission, but the plane isn't. I don't know what to do about this. Can I replace him now? If I take Ken and I replace him, okay, can the plane leave now? Now the plane can leave? I sent the pilot on a mission. What is happening? Now the plane can leave. I wonder if everyone else will leave. Nope, hang on. This thing just came back. That's the Hawker Tempest. We just got the Tempest. Right? Because it didn't have a parking spot. Although it did, because this one existed the whole time, and so did this one. And it's going there, which is where I want it to be. Okay, we now have the Hawker Tempest. And now these planes can leave. Now they can go on their mission. Okay, fine. We fixed that part, I guess. It took a couple of days, but it happened. So what happened there, if we can, you know, we've reproduced it, right? We have it. So I think these things will be worked out by the time you play it on July 10th, okay? I'm just saying. These videos are getting sent to the, like, they can see this stuff too. They're going to see it, okay? I'm hoping that they will anyway. So what happened there is I said, I want to delete a plane. And what it did is it put the pilot on a mission right away. Boom. Pilot's on a mission. But the plane wasn't assigned anything. So now there's no pilot to get rid of the plane. But the plane can't be deleted because it's still sitting there and I can't delete it anymore. So I had to assign another pilot to that plane that was not on a mission, quote unquote, and then that pilot could take off. Which I've now lost that pilot. That pilot's gone now. So, you know, bye. But then it's got replaced with the other plane. But now I'm wondering what's going to happen to Thomas Cavanaugh. Because Thomas was the pilot for that plane and he was put on a mission. But that mission doesn't exist anymore. So what's going to happen to Thomas Cavanaugh? Where's Thomas Cavanaugh? Thomas Cavanaugh right here. What's going to happen to Thomas Cavanaugh, right? Week 7. Okay, I got the spotlight's coming, right? We got it. It's going to happen. But I also can't get rid of Thomas Cavanaugh's... Oh, close window. Here it is. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take the extra gun and the searchlight now. We have both of those things now. Okay? Now, the Blenheim left. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hope that it's coming back. We're going to mark this for destruction is what I've got. Parking spot is now marked to be deleted. So I'm hoping that that plane comes back overnight. We'll see. No special occurrences flying into the rain clouds. Recon successful. Everything looks clear and safe. Arrived at the point taking heavy AA gunfire, trying to destroy targets to clear the area. Recon successful. Okay. So we were successful in that mission. Now, does that count for the next week? It does. Ha ha ha! Success, baby! I interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you this special giveaway announcement. The developers of Ground of Aces have generously provided me with 3 keys to give away for the early access of this game. So I've got a giveaway running on my Discord server right now, which is linked in the description of this video. I've also got my short link for it displayed on screen now too. I'll be choosing a winner in 6 days from the time this video goes live for the public, so there's still time to enter if you want. The details are written out here in the giveaway channel of the server, and everyone at level 1 or higher in our ranking system can qualify. Good luck to all. Thank you for watching. Now back to the video. I was curious about that too. If this mission is bugged out, and I already have success, if I just delay these missions somehow, and I succeed, like I get them now, boom, they count towards the previous, towards the next week. That's awesome. Okay, again, this is now queued for deletion. So I should hopefully see this plane come back. Come on. Come on. It's not coming back. Oh no, it's not coming back. Now they're gonna go to work period and they're gonna start deleting that thing. I don't want them to do that. I don't actually want you to delete it, okay? I just wanted to mark it that way. Okay, maybe it was this mission. Okay, it was this mission that had it. Cool. Debriefed. Mission successful. They're coming back. Okay, now I'm going to, again, mark this for destroy. Now, the thing is, I don't want them to actually do it, though. That's the problem. Here they come. This plane is... I have to play musical delete here. That sounds like the big plane. Is that the big plane? Okay, that's the big plane coming. Or the bigger plane. Okay, so we go like this. That's marked. Parking spot marked for completion. Okay, so it's gonna get destroyed. Where's it going? You son of a gun! So what they really need is a mechanism for designating a parking space to a specific plane. Because otherwise I can't buy a big plane. I do not have an available spot. This thing is sitting on it, and they won't move it. As far as I can tell, anyway, they won't move it. So that's the other issue that I hope that they look at in the future. There's just some issues. That's it. That's all I've been saying. There's just some issues. Huge piles of rubble here. You know, we'd wanted them to move that away, and I don't know how they're going to do that, because I mean, there's a storage place over here for stuff like that. I thought rubble, right? So highest priority, you know, crew, feel free to do random labor jobs too, like moving things. I can't give them a higher priority of doing it other than manually clicking them and say, please do this. And now all he's doing is picking it up. He's not moving it. He's going to stand there with it. He's like, yeah, I picked it up, boss. Now what? Oh my God. Factory bombing run 10 to 70. This is where having the bigger bomber would have been great. The Hawker Tempest has got great numbers for this one. I like it. We can send Bristol Blenheim as well. It's pretty good. Now it says 0%, probably because, yeah, they collapsed. So in that case, we've got a pilot, and I can't tell which one because, you know, that's how it works. It needs a minimum of 2 crew. I want to send all 3, but I can't tell which pilot is collapsed unless I leave the window, get out of this, go to this crew screen, and then I can see. And it looks like all 3 of them are that way. They're considered collapsed now. So I can't send that. So 44%. And then I add, they have just enough fuel. These planes do. They're not very good though. They're quite bad actually. This one's, I just happen to be, oh, okay. They're already collapsed as well. Fine. Fine. You're good. 56%. Everybody else is collapsed now. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's almost like they were on the mission the entire time they were bugged, right? It feels like that because they should have had a lot of rest. They had almost nothing to do. I swear I've tried this before. Okay. It just didn't work. I don't know. Click the plane. Okay. Right click the spot. assigned to the spot. I swear I've done that before. Okay? I put my hands up in the air. I solemnly swear I've told the truth. I have clicked this before and done this and nothing popped up. But it lets me do that now. And I think the pilot's going to walk out here and just move it in the middle of the... I'm not in a hurry, bro. You don't have to do it right now. You got to go to the runway first. Oh, well, you probably can't fit between the posts. That makes sense. There you go. Okay, that's how you move the planes around. Okay? So this works now. Son of a bitch. Okay. I'm happy that works now. So I can take destroy on that spot right there. That's good. Okay, light fighter interceptor. We're looking at Spitfire can go on this, but it is, man, health is low, isn't it? Crazy how low that health is. I can just send some of my gladiators on this. This is fine. You know, it's okay. You two can take care of this. Let the small planes do it. The other planes just need time. They need time to be maintained, right? So again, pilots, they have other tasks, but their priority is this. Like maintaining the plane is the biggest priority for them. I think, though, if I really want them to be in tip-top shape, I can just do this, I suppose. I don't really think it should matter. I'm also going to do this, because if they are wounded, then they need to take care of their health first and foremost. So I am going to do that, I think. But, yeah, I can just have them do nothing but their plane, okay? That's what people have told me I should do. It just means there's a lot less hands helping out around the base now. But there you go. You can also take care of your health if needed. Okay, so now the pilots have nothing to do but their own mental health. Okay, they just sit around and do nothing. Here you go. Yep. While everyone on the base is just, you know, working hard, you're just going to chill for a bit. Okay? And now you're not collapse status, so I guess that's pretty helpful too. All right, when this is done, I'm going to expand this. There, now it's done. So I can now take this runway and I can pull it like that. And that would make it tier 4. If I want to make it tier 5 later, I can, but that makes it tier 4 right there. Okay? So there's not a whole lot of concrete needed there. That's pretty mild, actually. And then we have a tier 4 runway, and then I can go get my big plane. That's going to be great. Enemy spotted in front of us. They are unaware. Engaging. Very good. That sounds like a good situation. I think that's a recipe for success right there. Enemy scout successfully eliminated. There it is. I have the second AA gun set up right here in front of the runway. So I've separated it, right? There's two different ones, kind of spaced out a little bit. Okay. So if it's coming from this side, we have a little bit more advanced notice. It's coming from this way, we get a little bit on this side, right? And you see the circle, it should be able to detect planes coming from over here. It should be able to shoot them before they get here. Okay, but also more advanced notice on this side because the radius goes off the map on this side, okay? So we should be able to have that. There's crew assigned to this gun. There's crew assigned to this gun. And we now have a searchlight. And the searchlight does not appear to have a radius. So it's just there. We'll see if that matters, right? But it also has crew assigned. So if we get hit again, if planes come to get us again, we should be ready. I'm just saying, we should be ready. Should happen. Okay, 5 to 30. I can send... Yeah, I mean, we could just send these two. They didn't just go on a mission, right? Maybe these two just did. I don't know who just went. Who just did this? Do we send you? It's 100% chance of success. So I feel like we should just send you and just do one plane and have it done. I'm just going to do that. I mean, that's what you're for. You know, that's why you exist. To do those types of things. So, okay. So what have we done in this video so far, right? I mean, we've talked about some things. I had to respond to some things. We've analyzed the situation. I've rebuilt The beds, we are no longer short on beds. We just have an incomplete runway, but we're no longer short on beds. So that's got to be good for morale. Morale is also very high still. We still have some pilots that are in collapse state, but you know what? That's improving. All right, it's going to improve. Somehow this guy with 63 on his energy and an 87 morale is still considered collapsed. So we still have some bugginess in the game, right? I'm just going to reiterate it again because, you know, I got to do that. I want to be fair to the game, as fair as I can be, okay? It's pre-early access. There's still stuff that's not right. That's why it's not out yet. Okay? There's time to fix this before it's out. Just trying to be fair to the game. You know. Bomber shot down. Threat to the neighboring village averted. They are safe. So that's another successful mission. And we're good here as long as we keep the percentage good. Okay. Now what I would like to see, it sounds weird to say this, but what I would like to see is for us to get bombed again. I want us to have planes come after us again so that I can just feel validated about these things, all right? I want them to shoot. And with the searchlight up, you know, maybe that's the problem, or maybe it's the position of the gun. I tried to move it. It won't let me. We also have the same amount of ammo in storage with the second gun, so, you know, that's that. There's no way to tell what... I don't know what unknown is either. It's almost like... Is it like an unknown category? You know, I don't know. This is an unknown as well. All these other things I can't really... I don't see that on anything else. This is a fighter plane. Okay, fighter plane. So it's like a classification, a category. But this one is unknown. Okay. So there's stuff to work out before it gets early access is what I'm saying. I don't know if there's any benefit to being in this darker green in the base morale. There's not a lot of text in the game that explains these things. And when we get to tier 4, I can get this. I'm going to love having this. Oh, yes. I'm going to love having this. Avro Lancaster Mark 1. And we'll have enough victory points to do it, too. Because we're at 9 out of 12. We'll go ahead and get that. And we're going to be much better at that. When it comes to missions and stuff, we're going to be much better prepared for stuff like that. Tank squad bombing runs. Nice. 20 to 60. 120 units of fuel needed. So if we're taking a look at that, this is what this plane is made for, man. And yet, still quite difficult. Hawker Tempest, putting both of these guys at it. This gets us to 90%. And then both of these guys have enough fuel for it, too. They have big tanks. This requires 120 liters, so this has 125. So if I wanted to just tip the scales just a wee bit more, I could send one of the gladiators to do it. So if I send Neil, that's 100%. Just a little bit more, I can send Neil and have 100% on this mission. So let's go ahead and do that. So all the big planes will go, and then we'll have a little plane to go as well. I love how they're both taking off at the same time. Ugh. This is why you want multiple runways, you know? So they take off at the same time, man. Okay, so this is widened out. Good. Last thing to do here then is to change it to tarmac. And I have no idea how long that will take or whether we have the resources to do that. So we will see. I mean, we clearly have the resources. It takes... Hold on. It takes what? 1 concrete and 1 raw water. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a thing. Cool. 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 Calm supply drop. 20 to 70. We don't need to do these, but it's such an easy mission. We might as well. Well, at least I thought it was. Jeez, really? 20 to 70. Oh, that's a big range. It's a safe mission. It says it's safe, but it requires like everybody. Basically, if I send every plane, I don't really want to send the Spitfire, so I can go with 90% chance of success. I think I'm okay with the 90. We'll roll the dice on the 90. All right. And then we'll just update this. And then all these planes can use this runway while we're updating this one, because it does look like... Yeah, it does look like they're not going to use this runway while it happens. Which is fine. I guess that's fine. It just means that any tier 3 plane or any plane that requires a tier 3 runway can't do it. And I don't think any plane does. Stop. Okay. Now, it's playing right now. I've got it muted for you, okay? But we have an air raid siren playing right now. All right? And you can see the button is highlighted. The alarm, the whole base is on alert right now. They have reported to their guns. They are here on their guns. They are here already before the big thing comes out and warns me about it, etc. Right? All of that's happening later. You have this one right here. These guys are on the spotlight. Okay? With his fake binoculars. There's no reason to do this at night, by the way. You're not blocking you don't want to block light. He doesn't have binoculars. All right. Now, all that said, our planes are coming back. That's fine. But also, are they going to shoot this time? That's what we want to find out. A lot of our planes are moving. Here come the attacks. Okay. Let's play this and see what happens. Do we shoot them now? I have 2 AA guns. Where? I hear the shots. I wish I could mute. I really wish I could let you hear it. I can't. It's copyright. I'm sorry. And I can't. The radio tower. I heard shots. Maybe if I stay way back here. If I stay really far away, then you can't see, though. No! I just want the siren to stop blasting. I can't mute it either because it's like part of the sound effects of the game. So like it's the same sound effect track as the shots are. Okay, so here's... This looks like a plane that's not ours. This looks like a plane that's coming after us. Okay, I see shots happening. I see shots happening. So, is this going to deter this plane? Is it going to work? Yay! It stopped the plane. That one's dead. What about the other one? This one's still not shooting. I noticed that, right? This one's the closer one to that side. It still didn't shoot. This one shot, though. So maybe it's a location thing. It could very well still be a spotlight thing. I agree. It could be. Either way, though, it did work. With the spotlight, it worked. Although it wasn't this gun. This gun did not shoot. This one shot. Perhaps they only one can shoot at a time. But I will just, like, again, I want to point out that this gun, the radius is here. And it began shooting pretty much right when that plane crossed that line. This gun, the radius is all the way back here. Wait, where'd it go? Come on. Select the gun. This gun, the radius is all the way back here. And it did not shoot. So this plane was like in the center, almost in the center of this, you know, in the center region of this radius, and it was not shooting. So I think it's possible, and I can get verdicts out, right? I don't know. It's possible that this gun is bugged. But it's also possible that I need the searchlight. Again, it's the comments are mixed, and now my results are mixed because I didn't try to shoot it without the searchlight this time. But this one works. At least we know that one works. Okay? So it happened. We got a successful mission, and we successfully defended our base, and we have many, many successes here. I would say we don't need another searchlight. I would say maybe we get another AA gun now that we know they work. I will need more concrete for the tarmac, though. So maybe we get a whole bunch of cement so we can have tons of concrete. And that doesn't help me with a raw water situation, but I have lots of wells, and that should help with the raw water situation. So I think that would be what we would do. More metal, more cement, make tarmac. I think so. That's going to be my new shipment there. All right. So we kind of got to the bottom of it. Sort of, not really, but It is what it is. Things have fixed. Things have settled, okay? Thank you for watching. I very much appreciate you. This spot is free now, and I can go like this. So if you want to see the Avro Lancaster, right, when this is completed, come on back for the next one. I probably will have to maybe use some of this to hire crew, just so I don't want to waste victory points again. So I probably should get more crew. That might help speed things up as well. So we can get like a bomb aimer. I guess it's called a bomb aimer. Is that a real term? Is that what you're called? A bomb aimer? I feel like there's a better, more militaristically accurate terminology for this, but either way, take it easy. Love your faces. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.